Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on the winners of 4 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They're going to get on that football, and what a job by the onside kick team to pull that one off and steal a possession. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this center down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the quarterback. Pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It's reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And now on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast.
And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Right back to him on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Gets it out quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They want to get this defense on its heels. From the gun, running back on the move. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Lost yardage leaves him looking at 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's James. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The snap sets up to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Drives into the pile just a pickup of 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, TCU! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them and making the backfield.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
Number 14 with the defense's score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave.
Looking for a deep man. It's complete. A huge pickup.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ali. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
They go to the ground. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. There's a live football. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the 1st half. Stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ali. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Mountaineers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upsetting themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dances away from the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Buys a little extra time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Morgantown. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. He looks that one in nicely. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he'll make the catch at the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Hand off from the shotgun. Spins away from the defender.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Coming after it. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ali. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah.
And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The back goes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Smashes through. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Starting to feel a little pressure. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football. But when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Doug. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught inside the 25. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking off. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Offense facing 4th down.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. The Mountaineers have a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
First down, West Virginia.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They want to run it left here. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
TCU, 35.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up 14 over Florida Atlantic. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But
the ball pops out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going up top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On the run, still looking. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stuff.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Ali. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
this is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Still running at the 40. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he got loose, it was all over. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He'll come out throwing on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Got him downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll try it again. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Mountaineers! What a grab and go for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. That's crazy.
Give to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down, West Virginia.
To the air on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the stomping has commenced. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick. And not only do they try it, they get it. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So not even the pass interference could stop that play. They'll decline the penalty, and they have the touchdown. extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse